Right here, this is his grave right here, you guys. So happy birthday, Uncle BG. Love you, miss you, wish you were still here celebrating your 64th birthday. Hope you see many more. Welcome, my Jalen Exotical crew, to another video with your boy Jalen, and today I am back with another banger, guys. Yes, today I'm back with another banger. But before we get into today's video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and join the Jalen Exotical crew. When you subscribe to the channel, you just join the Jalen Exotical crew. We're on the road to 1K subscribers. Let's get it. Let's go. Alright, guys, as you guys can see, I just went to my barber. Shout out to my barber for giving me the cut. I got a nice, good looking cut. So shout out to my barber for giving me the cut and clean up the beard, because I told y'all I'm trying to grow a beard. So I'm gonna try and grow it out. Let it fully grow out. I think it might make me look more mature. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna just try it out just to see. If it don't work out, then I'm gonna shave it. But other than that, today's video is my Uncle BJ's birthday. Yes, if he was still here today, he would be 64 years old. So today, I came to the cemetery to wish him a happy birthday and just pray in the cemetery today. So I'm gonna record once I get to his grave. He's in the same tomb with my grandma and my grandfather. So Uncle B, happy birthday. I love you. Wish you were still here with us, but I'm glad that you're resting in paradise. So I'm gonna see you once I get to the grave site, and I'll take you guys there once I get to the grave site. We also are on the road to 1K subscribers, and let's get to 1K, guys. Let's grind. Alrighty, Jalen Exotical crew. So I'm getting closer to the grave site. I'm gonna show y'all his grave in a few seconds. So let me go on ahead and get straight to the grave site. Give me a little second, and it's starting to rain. So I'm gonna try and make this quick. And I'm gonna take a picture next to the grave, but hold on. So this is the grave right here. This is his grave right here, you guys. So happy birthday, Uncle BG. Love you, miss you, wish you were still here celebrating your 64th birthday. Hope you see many more, and I wish you were here playing cards. But I know you're playing cards in heaven. So, love you. Hope you see many more. Alright, guys. So, let me go on ahead and say my prayers real quick and try and get out of here, because it's raining right now. And I'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright, Jalen Exotical crew. I have just made it. I'm back at the house, man. Back at the house. I went to my grandparents to eat. Ate a good ribeye steak, man. Big shout out to my grandfather, and some potatoes. Mashed potatoes and sweet peas, and I enjoyed my supper. Like, I enjoyed it. But once again, in this video, I just want to thank you guys for coming along with me to see my uncle, to see his grave, and for me to show y'all his grave, man. It meant a lot to me that y'all are there with me. I'm gonna show y'all a couple pictures that I have on the. Hold on, let me cut the light on. All right, y'all. So while this gets back into the regular lighting, if it can, let me see. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all a couple of pictures that my mom made a frame of him. So I'm gonna show y'all right now the pictures. So these are some of the pictures. Let me see if there's one with me in it. With me and him playing. With me and him. I wish I would have taken a picture way back when. But this is one of the pictures right here of me turning around to look at him. This is another picture when we had Thanksgiving. And this is, see if I can find another picture. This is at his funeral. There's another one. This is another picture here when he came to see me perform right here. This is him and my mom right here dancing and having a good time. I know my mom really misses him, like, for real. And then this is another one of my favorite pictures right here. This is another one of my favorite pictures. Brother and sister right here. Hugging it out. Having a good hug out. I like that. And let me see if there's another picture here with my grandma and something like that. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all a couple of the pictures. And then here's another picture. This was at a party. Let me see if I can. I'm sorry, I don't have the light all the way on. But this is another picture. This is his actual picture that we have on the site when it was time for him to have his funeral. This is another picture here. But yeah, this is another picture here. But yeah, let me cut another light on. But anyway, y'all, I just want to say thank you to you guys. But I want to share a little story of some memories. Man, some memories are just, whew, man. But I remember one picture, that picture I showed you of my mom and my uncle. I remember that day like it was yesterday, man. We were here at the house. It was me, my grandmother, my grandfather, my nanny, Jay, my dad. I think Michael Bryan was there too at the time. I think Michael Bryan was there too. I don't really remember, but we had Thanksgiving dinner that day. Thanksgiving dinner. That was a couple months after. That was a couple weeks. That was a week or 2 weeks after my grandmother had passed away in 2014. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was 2014. That was when my grandmother was deceased at the time. And then that's like a week or 2 weeks before that picture that y'all seen with my mom and him hugging. Y'all, this part of the story, I don't like talking about it because I do not want to go back to relive that day, man. It's still, his death still it hit me, but it hasn't, I haven't shed a tear in this video. I haven't shed a tear. But, man, whew, I know my mom shed plenty tears. I know that. But, I'm gonna just share the story, y'all. Or to share it. I'm gonna go back before Thanksgiving. Y'all. And this was my 10th grade year of high school, y'all. I mean, 10th grade year of high school. Y'all, I'm gonna share it anyway. Even I don't like sharing it, but I'm gonna share it. Because it wants to make me want to cry, but I don't want to cry going back to remembering that. And then, weeks before, something else hit me back too. I don't want to talk about both because it's scared to talk about both, man. It really is. So, weeks beforehand, I found out that my grandmother had a couple weeks to live. Man, yeah, a couple weeks beforehand, I found out my grandmother had a couple weeks left to live. And then, before she dies, I get the message that, and I did not want to hear it. I did not. Like, I literally did not want to hear it, y'all. Like, that was the worst pain in like 2 weeks, like in the same year, man. It was hard on us, y'all. Especially my mom. Especially it was hard on us, man. So big shout out to my nanny for helping us out, man. Big shout out to my godmother, man. I still gotta give her the big thanks, man, because without her, without my Aunt Sis, my Aunt Marion, just everybody helping out, man. Especially the big sisters helping out. And especially my godmother helping out. And my cousin Nathan, man. And my cousin Roxanne when she could. I don't know how he'd be able to do it. My Uncle Donnie. I'm not gonna put all the credit on Michael Bryan, but I don't even want to do it because I don't want to talk about that. Because he did it when he wanted to do it. I'm gonna just be honest with that. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that because I'm not gonna talk about that. But just big shout out to those people there that helped out when we needed it, man. When we needed it. But just really big shout out to my godmother, really. And my Aunt Sis and my Aunt Mary. Big shout out to them and my Uncle Boo. Big shout out to Aunt Jacqueline. Big shout out to them. And my dad. And my grandmother and grandfather when they could. But, man, I found out my grandmother had a couple weeks left to live. Around that time, her eyes were closed. And she was just, had a couple days left. Her days were getting shorter. I remember that day like it was yesterday. We went to the hospital. And once we opened that door, her eyes were closed. And I knew that it was her last couple days. I did not like that feeling. So they picked her up from the hospital, and they brought a hospital bed from the hospital. You know when hospice care brings you the hospital bed to your house for your last days on earth, to get you comfortable. That's basically what it was. She was on hospice care, and she was here. She was here in my room, in the guest bedroom where my mom is now, sleeping in that room there for a couple days. And then we brought her to her house because we just couldn't do it anymore. My grandmother couldn't walk anymore. I remember she was in a wheelchair, and man, we just celebrated her birthday here. And we celebrated her birthday, her last birthday. She was lucky. I was lucky that we were all lucky to see her talking for her birthday. So October, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Like, the last couple weeks of October, y'all, was when she could really talk. When she could just talk. She couldn't really walk, but when she could talk. That was a blessing. That was a blessing to see that. Now I'm gonna show y'all her at my house. If I can find that. If I can find that of my grandma. This picture here was when she was at our house in the guest bedroom. Alright, y'all. Let me go on ahead and cut the camera off real quick, because I gotta change my battery real quick. So give me 1 second. Alright, guys. I am back. Sorry about that. But yeah, man. That was when she was at my house. And then from there, man, it got worse. Then she died on November 6th of 2014. And then weeks before, this was scary, man. He was at it was UMC at the time. UMC. But now it's UHC. This was for people who didn't have medical insurance like that. So you could go to that hospital. But, man, when he went in, it was not. I ain't going back to that, man. I really don't. But I'm doing it to share what happened that day. And at the hospital, we were in his room. It was me, my mom, my godmother, and Jay. When we went in the room, they told us that he had pancreatic cancer. I said to myself, you gotta be kidding. This was right when after we found out that my grandmother had a few weeks left to live, man. After her 23rd birthday. Her 70 whatever birthday at that time. I was like, no. Not him too. It was scary that it happened like that, man. Very scary. Man. Twice in 1 year. And 5 weeks apart, man. That's the scary thing. It was 5 weeks apart. That's the thing, man. 5 weeks apart. So She dies November 6th, okay? My grandmother dies November 6th. And then, the day that he died, they didn't tell me till the night of. I was like, come on. But I'm glad they did that because I probably would have missed school that day if they would have told me earlier. Like, I'm glad for that. But, come on, man. Let me kind of cry and grieve a little bit, man. Let me kind of cry, man. But I ain't get a chance to really shed a tear that day. I didn't. But it was, man. When they told me he died, I was like, no. No. I didn't even get a chance to shed no tear. Like, I really didn't. I didn't at that time. So, when I went in his room, and I didn't see he was in there, I was like, this is real. This can't be real. I was like, this can't be real. Then when we had his funeral, I was like, yep, it's real. It's real. So, November 6th, he passed away. I'm sorry, December 17th of 2014, 5 weeks later, we had to have a second funeral. My mom was already wore out, man. And I couldn't blame her. I couldn't blame her. Man. Whew. 2 funerals in 1 year. That's crazy. So, first we have my grandmother that passed away in November 6th. Then we had, let me take this picture off. Then we had my Uncle BG, December 17th. Crazy, man. Whew. 2 funerals in 1 year. 2 funerals in 1 year. That's, man, that's hard, y'all. That was hard. And it was hard. It was hard, y'all. But thanks to my godmother for really being there, man, because whew, and everybody else who helped out when they could. Because if it wasn't for y'all, we would have had a hard time doing it. Because it was mostly just my mom and my Uncle Donnie and my Uncle BG when he could. Until he couldn't do it anymore. Until he got sick. But, man, let me tell y'all, it was not fun. All those days, man, it was mostly just my mom and me. It was mostly just my mom and me. And then my godmother when she could. I'll never forget that, man. I'll never forget that. That's going to stick with me forever, man. To be able to... Man. But you never know when it's going to be your turn to leave this earth, man. You just got to be able to cherish those moments while you're still here. Because if you don't, man, you're going to regret a lot of stuff. And I just don't want to be that person to regret nothing. But everything happened like that for a reason, man. To make you better. To make you better and grow up, man. Because life is, you got to be able to live your best life and be happy while you're here on this earth. So if you're not happy here on this earth, make sure that you're happy. Make sure that you do what you got to do for you and your family. So that they can see that, oh, he's doing it for me. And yes, I'm doing it for my family. So that's really what it is. I'm doing it for my family and my supporters. And for God. But I just want to say again, Uncle BG, happy birthday. I love you. Miss you. Like I said earlier when I was at your grave. At your tomb. That I wish you were still here. Hanging like we used to back in the good old days, man. And I was so happy that my mom was happy to have a picture with you. Her last couple pictures with you before you passed away. And I know she misses you a lot. I know that she really does, because you were her baby brother. And growing up with 2 other brothers and her being the only girl. But man, happy birthday, happy 64th birthday. I love you. And I wish you were still here seeing me chase my dreams of being a full-time YouTuber. To be a YouTuber full-time, I'm working towards that goal. And I know you're proud of me. And I know you're proud of your sister, which is my mom. I know you're proud of her. I know you're proud of my dad. And proud of my Uncle Donnie, I'm sorry. And I know you're disappointed in the other situation, which I'm not gonna mention that situation there. Because that's a... And I know you're proud of everybody else who's still here. I know you're proud of my godmother for being able to take care of you while you were here. Living your last days on earth. I know my mom is proud. and everybody else out there. I know you're proud. I know Grandma's proud of all of us, and they praying on us, praying for us. I'm praying for y'all as well. Exactly, praying for y'all. And that's just it. That's just it that I gotta say, because I don't want to go in too much more, but I just want to say I love you and I miss you. Wish you were still here. Wish we could play cards again like we used to. Man, we used to cut up. Man, you was a clown, but you still loved your family at the end of the day. Even though you did what you did in your past, which was in your past, you still took care of your family when you could. You know what I'm saying? Because of your situation. But everybody has a story, but you don't know somebody's story until you get in their shoes. But that's the end of this video, because I'm going to talk too much. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning into this birthday video, so I could share a couple moments with you guys, because this really means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my family, especially my mom. I know my mom's going to be touched a lot by this video, because, man, this was her baby brother. This was one of her favorite brothers. I didn't say this was her favorite brother, but this is one of her favorite brothers that she really loved. And I know she really misses him. I know she really misses him. And I wanted to really make this video for me to have a memory of, and especially for my mom to have a memory of, and also for you guys, also for me to look back at as well, and also for you guys just to have a video up, but also to celebrate his birthday and just cherish the memories of his life, because it's good to look back at the memories, man. It's always good to look back at the memories. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end off this video here on a good note. This your boy, Jalen at Zydeco, checking out with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and join the Jalen at Zydeco crew. When you subscribe to the channel, you just join the Jalen at Zydeco crew. We are on the road to 1K subscribers and 500 videos. Let's get it. Let's go. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Team Zydeco crew all day, every day. Good night, Jalen Zydeco crew.